And now we head straight into the entertainment segment. It's a Saturday and we go entertainment. And today I go DJing. In the studios with me is a DJ Freddie. It's a pleasure to have you with me.
Thank you.
So what's in the name, DJ Fresh? Why Fresh?
Well, I didn't choose that name. It was chosen by a colleague of mine. The first time I came to Kigali, because I was fresh in the company. So they used to say, the fresh guy there is quiet. And then they're like, okay, why don't we call this guy Fresh Freddie? And they have the name for Kigali.
So how did you get started into DJing?
It was my uncle who inspired me to DJ, actually. Because he saw something. I used to be very picky with sounds and radios and cassettes back in the days, right? So it was like, you know what, I have a sound system there. It's useless, so you better, in your vacation.
Was he a spinner himself, or?
No, he was a business guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like, I want you to start getting your pocket money, because I'm not giving you pocket money.
Wow.
So I started with mobile disco, staying at night and carrying big speakers, you know, as small as I am.
That's very good. So why did you move to Rwanda?
I wouldn't say I moved to Rwanda, but because of work, I was called by a company to come and work.
Wow. Yes. Okay, that's when I say wow, because I mean, that's good. So what had you come to do for that company in Rwanda?
I had come to produce. I deal with radio production, right? So I had to be there. I was called to come and intervene and make the station sound good. That's basically what I do. Yeah.
I had called you under the hat of DJing, and now I realized that you're
DJing
also...
is a hobby.
You know, I don't think many people understand what radio producing is.
Yeah, basically they don't.
Oh, yeah, the term radio producing. What does a radio producer do?
Well, basically, if I round it up, the radio producer is responsible for the station sound. He's responsible for the quality that goes out. He's in charge of that station. If anything goes wrong, if people don't get their attention, it's the producer.
Okay.
You guys, he's the one who puts things there. The programmer programs, and then the producer goes in the kitchen
and cooks everything. So how many radio stations have been able to turn around?
If I'm not mistaken, there are 5.
Do you mind naming them? You mind? Okay. Now I'll leave that to rest. And how does it feel being in that industry?
It is good, but I believe that what I would call success is teaching my ideas. And so many have them in this country. So teaching those, and I leave a legacy. That is my success. I don't believe in staying with the work. I know I want to share my knowledge to other people, so that when I'm not around, others can do it. You get, yeah. So
how many people have you been able to share this with? Do you have any institute that you're attached to, or any university that
Not really, because not so many people don't know us. They hear the good works on radio stations, but they don't know who's behind. They say those are coming from the States.
Yeah, actually, it's behind the scenes. They never know that you even exist.
And most of them say those are USA things. They are from the States. They forget that there are local people that can actually do those things. They don't believe it. I've come across so many that say it is not possible that you did all that until I do it. You get.
So how many people have you been able to teach more or less what you're doing? Maybe those that come in turning to the different radio stations, or those that you can, at the end of the day, say that they learned from me.
Well, there are not very many, and most of them are. You find them in those places where you go to renovate things. But I haven't. But I would love to teach so many of them, because as far as I know, I used to. I'm not a professor. As much as my tagline on DJ is DJ Fresh Freddie, the professor. There is even that name I didn't come with it. It was given to me because I was a DJ and teaching at university in UG, and I was teaching media in house.
Wow. Okay. I've been swayed into radio production and forgot that I'd actually called you here on or in the hat of as a DJ. So have you ever been booed as you were trying to spin the music?
That is a bad feeling, but yes, everyone has at the beginning, especially when the music goes, when the machines go off or something like that. But when it comes to playing music, I have to say I've been favored that every time I play, someone comes and tells me, I appreciate your work. It's a good feeling. At the end of the day, that is the best feeling. Yeah. I appreciate what you do. It's not about money. Money comes in later. If any DJ is doing it for the money, then they're doing it for the wrong reasons.
They need to rethink.
Yes, it's not about money. It's a passion. It's like watching football. Do you watch? Do you have to get paid to watch football?
So what kind of music do you play, or how do you know that this particular audience loves this music? Now, that is the one thing that defines a DJ. And that is the one thing people forget when they're teaching young ones to be DJs. DJs is not a job that, because back in the day, it was all about being famous and women looking at you, you get. And a few still have that perspective. But it moved away from that. It is about it's entertaining people, right? It is psychologically reading people what they want. You get. So coming back to the question is, how do you do that? How do I do that? Is well, it's a conscience, or you observe, right? And you have to be. Well, I can't say for all the DJs, but for me, because I'm diverse with different kind of genres. I'm not specific. I know every kind of music from the 60s, and yet I'm not even that old, right? But because this is I ventured in, I took the time to research about it. That's why I consult stations in terms of music. Okay. Do you go to particular parties, or you're open to any party, any theme night at any club? Anyone who comes and says, I want you to play this, I'll play it. I'm not. There are those that are specific, that this one plays hip hop, this one plays dancehall. My cut across. I play from the 60s to the latest, any kind of music, and I know it because on a daily basis, this is what I do. Right? I sit down and tell you this will work for you, this won't work for you. Being a professor, I mean, you have that background as a professor, and you have a heart to teach whatever you know to even young ones. What does it take for one to be a good spinner, a good DJ? If someone out there probably has a feel for music and they love spinning, now probably they're just PC DJs. What would you tell them? What does it take? PC DJs is a trend right now. Depends how you call it. Back in the day, we used to use CDs, right, and vinyls. But now we have Serato DJ, which is very simple. Everyone can do it. Now everyone can be DJ right now. The tricky part now, it moved out. Before it wasn't the case. Now you have to, it goes away from playing or hit after hit. Hit after hit. Now it's about understanding. If you do not understand the audience you're dealing with, then you're in the wrong place. How can this young person create their distinct sound for them to be differentiated from any other DJ around town? Well, they have a challenge, because let's say someone wants to start being a DJ. First of all, the database of music is very limited. Probably they want dancehall and hip hop, right? So they are limited, and those ones are so many. Now, we that came all the way from the 90s up to now, we're diverse. Now, for a new person to go back 10 years or 20 years to understand that music, is an issue. They will end up playing the same music. And everyone does that. And now, these days, it's not about doing everything that does. You have to be unique. What is so special about you? So you're not giving them a solution. Well, the solution is, people think DJing, you don't research. It's something you just open to. This is a job. And as anything, any profession, you take your time and research about things. It's not about waking up, go, play, and sleep the whole day. It's about researching, understand what is new, what trended 10 years ago, what trended 20 years ago. That's me. I'm not as old as from the 70s. Yep, sure. But I had to go back and understand that music. What made the hits up to now? So it's about research and understanding what was there. Very good. Because what is there now, anyone can access it. What was there before, very few.
I can tell you I have all these videos that no DJ in this country has, because they haven't got the chance to search that. The media, the industry, the DJ industry is not that big, and it is still growing. Right? It is probably 5 or 10 years. Yes, and other countries it goes beyond 30 years, 20 years.
So DJ Fresh, do you also know how to sing, or you just know how to play?
I don't. I don't know how to sing.
I have missed that. I have missed that hit. DJ Fresh. I think that's all time for my entertainment segment.
You.
And sure, that's all time even for the weekend edition. Thanks a lot. Okay. Keep catching up with me every Saturday. We bring you what's trending on the entertainment scene, and we tell you probably where you can hang out. And that will be next Saturday. I'm Imi Molekatete. Be well and be blessed.